Marbites and homosapiens, welcome back to the channel. We're going straight into this tutorial, so get your tape and put that underneath your brows because we're creating this look today and we want a sharp line. We want sharp lines. So I'm just putting some electrical tape on my face, yes, and I know I went onto my lids, but I do fix that up later on in the video. But anyway, I'm just prepping and priming my skin with some collagen gel because lately I have been looking really rough, if you can see. But yeah, just making sure that seeps into my skin, and then we're going to move on because I need to put some of these, you know, eye pads underneath my eyes just because I'm feeling a little bit, you know, tired. Using the CC Beauty Flash Color Case from Amazon, I am now creating the shape of my brows using the yellow and the black in the palette. Now to set my brows, I'm going in with the Zombified palette from Jodie Beauty, and I'm using the shades Biohazard and Kill Count to set my brows. As you can see, I'm using stamping motions because I don't want to move the base underneath. So to stamp to set, stamp to set. Now I'm just going to carve out that brow a little bit more and also prime my lids for my eyeshadow to come. And take those off. Right, the first shade I'm using in my inner corners is Resurrected, and I'm just doing like a crescent motion there because I want this eyeshadow to come down underneath my eyes also. So I'm just going in stamping motions. This palette has a variety of shades, by the way, that are UV activated, so they will glow in the dark. So be aware if you're using this palette just to build up that shade a lot if you plan on not being underneath any UV light. Going in with Biohazard now to create a yellow blend. I'm just stamping that there, and as you can see, these shades blend in so well together, and I'm just using stamping motions just because, you know, yeah, just because. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to go into the shade Survival, which you will see in a second, which is this one here. And I'm just, you know, creating how I want the rest of this eye look to look before I go into the shade Kill Count to create my wing. And in my inner corners, I'm using the shade Hypnotic from the Vampirism palette by Jodie Beauty, just to, you know, give a little glimmer to this look. Now here, I have darkened my wing with the black from the Flash palette, and then I'm stamping over it again with Kill Count, just to make sure it doesn't slip and slide, because the Flash color palette is very slippery to work with, and you do really need to set it. So that's what you can see me doing here. Now I'm going in with the water activated eyeliners by Jodie Beauty, and I'm using these two colors up on screen now. And just be very careful when you're going over your lid. You want to make sure you don't look up, because you'll just mess up your line work. But these do dry quite quickly, which is fantastic, and they stay in place. And just cleaning up any fallout that I have on my skin, because I'm going to start my complexion in a little bit. So this step is pretty much optional. I am putting a silver liner on my waterline. I mean, I could have used white, but that would have been too much, and I feel like silver would have reflected really nicely underneath my eyes, particularly not taken away from all the other colors. But you don't have to do this part if you don't want to, but yeah. I'm gonna take off my straps now, or strips. And I'm gonna go into my complexion. Now beware, my complexion is very different today. So as you can see, this foundation is so light for me, and it's a matte foundation, by the way. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to correct all of that with some Jolie Beauty concealers. And what you can see is I'm using the shade that I would normally use, and then I'm going to go in with a darker shade just to bring in, you know, my cheekbones and to contour and stuff. Like, I really should not have used the foundation that I used, but I was just experimenting, and what's the point in being a makeup artist, makeup enthusiast, if you're not going to experiment with things? As you can see, I'm just typically doing my makeup how I would normally do it, but using the wrong shade of foundation and then correcting it with the beautiful concealers that I'm using. So just going in with some Jolie Beauty bronzer, just to mattify my face and also, you know, color correct what is underneath a little bit more. And I'm just, you know, patting that on my face in particular areas. And then I'm going to be using a blusher. Now this blusher looks really light, but I'm going to use my beauty sponge and I'm going to marry that into my skin. So once I do that, it's going to make my cheeks look lifted because I've already got like a contour shade underneath. So I mean, it's kind of backwards, but it works for me and it did what I need it to do. You see? Time to do my lips. Now my lips, I'm just putting on some black lipstick and yellow lipstick for the combo. I can't remember the palette because the names come off. I think it's probably like Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but whatever. But on top of the lips, I am going to go in with the two shades that I used on my brows, which are Biohazard and Kill Count. So guys, that's how I got the look. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, I was really excited to do this makeup look just because, you know, just been at home being creative and just, you know, figuring out stuff. And yeah, I decided I really wanted to do this look. And also, I didn't want to talk in the video just because I thought, you know, sometimes when I'm doing my makeup and I'm talking at the same time and I'm not concentrating, I forget what I'm trying to say sometimes, and I'm probably rambling, and sometimes I just get so distracted that I don't end up doing the complete look that I want to do. So I decided to do a voiceover in this video. Hope you enjoyed. Anyway, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!